Sam, obviously a tough loss. What is it? What was the mood like in the locker room, and what was the message, I guess, from the older players, maybe to some of the younger guys?
The mood, we're just disappointed. As you expect after a close game like that. The only thing you can do when you come back in the locker room, you talk about it, you let it hurt, you move on, fix mistakes. You build each other up, you don't break each other down. At the end of the day, this is a team game. We win, lose as a team, make mistakes as a team, everything happens as a team. And you just got to remind everyone that that's what it is.
Sam, obviously they look like the false starts were cleaned up this week. Can you talk about that? It looks like Dylan went with the clap, maybe change things up a little bit to correct that.
It was a big thing. Obviously, we talked about that was one of the biggest issues we had. We can't be hurting ourselves, and we just came in with the mindset the last 2 weeks, just focusing on Dylan's cadence, anything that's happening on our assignments, and we got the job done today in that sense.
Yeah, you mentioned Sam that you got the job done today with the false starts and stuff. Is that going to be something you use to build to go through the rest of the season? And what kind of coaching went into this week to kind of prepare to make that happen?
Absolutely. You always build on success. Always fix mistakes. Coach Ellerby, all the coaches did a great job. He just making us focus, making us think about we're trying to play up tempo, trying to play fast, but at the same time we got to be locked in our assignments. Just keep on going. Ellerby did a really good job this week of just making sure we were all focused then.
Sam, obviously I know the loss hurts, but do you recognize, what great of a day on offense that you guys had? 800 yards of offense, Dylan throwing for 600 yards. Those are some amazing numbers.
Yeah, they're awesome. Our team is really good, and I don't think anyone could disagree with that. It was a great day on offense. At the end of the day, like Marlon said, it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day we lost. But we can always build on the success at offense and just keep on going next week, the week after that, and hopefully to continue and we come out on top going, 1-0 every week.
Sam, just in general, what is it like to play in these games against Memphis that always seem to be so crazy? Obviously, the one here in 2018, the two championship games as well. But it just seems like when these two teams match up, it's just a wild ride.
It's a adrenaline-filled game. It's nerve-wracking. Play great teams. Us in Memphis, we've been lucky enough to win a lot of games the last couple of years. So it's always going to be a great game when we play, and it's always something you'll remember. Always something you have to hone in going against great players.
Sam, how did the team rally around Daniel? After obviously missing that kick, what was the message to him, and what do you guys do to kind of make sure he doesn't get too down on himself?
Always, like we say, we always got to lift each other up. You don't want to tear each other down. At the end of the day, you can sit there and look at the one play that people might think we lost the game on, but we left so much out there on the field. We didn't score on every drive. We could have scored on every drive. It's just you always got to pick his head up, make sure he knows, he didn't want to lose the game. He goes and practices his butt off every week, just like all of us do. So you just got to keep your head up, move on.
Dropping the second game in conference, it's going to be very difficult to, reach your goals of conference championship. What do you got to do, you personally as one of the more, one of the vets on this team to keep everyone's spirits up and keep the team fighting?
I feel like it's not a lot I have to do. We're all competitors. No one wants to lose. Mama said that. No one on this team wants to lose. And that's why everything hurts so much. So our whole goal is always going to be to win the next game. Always going to be focused on the next game. Win the rest of our season, doesn't matter. It's going to be hard to get to what we plan on getting to, but, this is college football, man. Anything can happen. That's why you just keep driving, keep going +1 every week.